everybody, welcome back to Tuesday night SimRacing604 GT3 League. We are in Kyalami for round 3, and it was a awesome race. There was carnage on the first lap, which kind of put us into recovery mode, and had an awesome drive back to 5th place finish. And this Porsche that's chasing me here put up a heck of a fight for the final 15 minutes. We were putting in some really good laps, just trying to fend off and keep somewhat distance of any gap that we were able to get on them. So it was an absolute blast of a race, and I will take that after being just about dead last on after the first corner. So sit back and enjoy the race, and join us next week for round 4. Take care, and thank you as always. Good evening, everybody, as we take off from the grid here in Kyalami for round 3. Starting P13, as you can see, 6 o'clock is the start time, or roughly 6 o'clock is the start time for this race. And from a temperature standpoint, 34 degrees Celsius is the track, 30 is the air temp, and that is down a little bit from our 4 o'clock qualifying session. We had a toasty track of 42 degrees Celsius, and so actually, to be honest with you, I kind of laughed because practice was a little bit of a challenge for me. I just couldn't get it quite dialed in the way I wanted it, or at least couldn't understand what I was doing wrong. And yeah, then the track got super hot for qualifying, and all of a sudden, boom, the car felt much better. I know it's not reflective of the 13th place qualifying position, but more importantly, the car felt good, and that's something for me personally around Kyalami that I need, because this is a track that you need to push pretty hard at, and yeah, it's so you have to have that stability in the car, at least for me, for my driving style. That's how I'll go fast. Obviously quite a few people who are a lot quicker, so again, it's going to be about surviving. It's a tight track, there's not a lot of places to pass, so if you can do it in the pits or through the stops, that's certainly a way to make up spots. And you know, the goal for tonight, it was to kind of hang on to the championship lead. Going to be hard to do, as the guy in second place is starting up in the top 3 positions, I think, which makes sense because he's blindingly quick. And so, yeah, at this point, we're not worried about the championship. Kind of takes the pressure off. Just out here to have fun and enjoy Kyalami and stay out of some trouble. If you watched the video I did a few weeks ago for the Kyalami 9-hour, the recreation of the real world event, in the Bentley, it was kind of a send-off for that. I'll put a card up on here so you can check that one out. But I thoroughly enjoy this track. It's so much fun, and it's so beautiful, the scenery, and it sounds like we're going to get a little nighttime action here, so
green light, go. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So we got another car on the left, so we're going to take it easy here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I'm trying to stay out. Oh, crud. I don't know if I just...
Slow car ahead.
I don't know if that was because I just got on the...
Car on the left.
Dear Lord, I don't know what some of these guys are doing, to be honest with you. So yeah, now we're definitely not worried about the championship. Jeez Louise. That was pretty poor there. But to be expected for Kyalami, I guess. So yeah, that's really frustrating. Again, because you take your time, you're patient going through there, and
Clear on the right.
we were just trying to avoid. Now that Lexus in front of us got absolutely clocked by somebody, and I don't know if my rears were on the grass and I kind of hit the throttle and that's what looped me, or somebody pushing to my left rear or whatnot, but it is what it is at this point, so not much you can do except put your head down.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
See what we can do.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, he was being kind of a little too defensive there for my take, but to each his own. Oh, come on, dude.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
I don't like this guy. I don't trust him.
Clear on the left. There's a slow car behind. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I'm sorry to that, Mark,
Cross the west.
but it seemed like he kind of stopped right at the apex, and I don't care who you're racing with, you're going to cause yourself a lot of problems doing that. My guess is he probably had to catch a save or something, and that's why. Alright, we gotta clear this Ferrari here. One thing I'm gonna try and do a better job of this week is paying attention to the temperature as the race kind of goes on, so I can adjust the tire pressures at the pit stop. So they're pretty good right now. So we'll just have to keep an eye on the temperature, make small adjustments based off that.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
I don't know how we didn't hit that Ferrari.
Right up lane. Cross fastest lap so far. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright. See if we can get this marked this lap.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
So that was aggressive, but that's why I showed my nose early on that. I was hoping that by just doing that, I don't want to say that would intimidate him, but at least if he saw that I was already looking and had a decent run, then maybe he would give up, and it looked like he did. So, alright, one spot out of the top 10. So despite all that craziness, we are actually ahead of where we started. And hunting down Mike here for 10th.
Well done, man. This has been your personal best.
That lap was faster than my qualifying lap, which makes sense for how hot it was. So we're just going to try and run as consistent as we can at this point. Oh dear. Caught it. Whoa, caught it.
Gaining on the car heading 73.
Alright, let's stay close to Mike here this lap and see if we can get a move done. Woo! So I got about 5 seconds of damage and the track's already come down 2 degrees Celsius, so I've been really struggling with Cheetah there. in practice, which I don't really know why, because I'm usually pretty good through there. Practice was really troublesome for me, just too early hitting that inside curve, and just shoots you out on the left hand side of the track there and kills you. Really mad I got a bad run out of the last corner there. So I couldn't get a good run on Mike here. We are running down Davin though for a 9th. So that's good. Oh dear. Oh boy. Whew. Gotta keep an eye on my fuel here too. Okay, I don't know if that was me or not, but whoa, that was scary. Yeah, so I'm thinking if I don't get by these guys pretty quick here. I may make my stop. I have to anyway here in the next couple laps from a fuel standpoint. But I can run a little faster than these guys, so hopefully I can get some clean air when I get out of the pits and then undercut them. Man.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I wanted to pick up the throttle, but he was there. Didn't want to. I was in a bad spot. He would have spun me out. Not by his doing, but.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, it's not going well.
Leading on the car heading sector 1.
Losing time.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
This is not a good in lap. Might have enough to do one more lap to get a better in lap.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Ah, wasn't paying attention, took it in too deep. I can do another lap.
Yellow flag acceptable. Low fuel in that box.
Alright, so this is going to be our end lap here. Alright, that should be enough. Let's see, we've done almost 20 minutes on 32 liters. I don't know why my math is just horrendous, but let's hope we get this pit stop right. Ah, too far forward. Yeah, just too far forward there. Overshot it. I did a practice one and I was a little too short, so I kind of overshot it there. Ignition on. Remember repairing any damage, I don't think it had anything to do with it. I just left the pressures be what they are. Actually, it looks like I'm doing
Mandatory stop is not clear.
the same all around.
Come on, go, go, go.
So I guess we'll see how this goes. The good news is we've got clear track. So we are going to go as best as we can. So the goal is to undercut Mike, which would give us 8th, I believe. Assuming that there's no other changes in front of him. And I think if we can accomplish that, that's going to be a good recovery. Cripes. There's no longer a 100-meter board on the left there. I'll have to remember that. Okay, looks like we're gonna get a couple spots here. better that time. Getting the traction down.
There's a slow car up ahead. There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out. Well done, mate. Not so fast and slow. We're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the time we lost there fighting with Mike and Davin. So Arias was about 6-7 seconds behind us. He must have got some clear track when we pitted, because now he's right behind me, and I'm gonna have to pay attention to him just a little bit. I mean, obviously I got still clear track in front of me, so it's focused forward. And just put in really good laps. See where we shake out, but we're up to 11th. Done a really good lap there, I'm happy with that. Needed it too.
Well done, mate. Not so fast.
We got 10 seconds to our arch nemesis from last week on the grid. I jokingly told him I was not pleased with him snatching the win from me so late in the race last week, but in fairness, he drove well the whole night, so it's not like he didn't deserve it either. Anytime you can run top two on the whole race in the rain and be there and make the right strategy call, you deserve it. So. Oh yeah, the pit, I missed that on the relative. Have to give a shout out here to the fellow Jeff in front of me, Bray, because I think he out-qualified us. He's had good pace, and he's displaying it right now as we've been running our best laps, and we are closing but a little bit. Unfortunately, it looks like he's had some bad luck this evening and not able to capitalize on that good starting position. too deep. Something you're hoping out too as it gets darker. What are guys' racecraft like at dark? What are their at night? What are their pace like at night? As I say that and go wide, some guys struggle to see at night, or their reference points are objects that disappear through a transition. It's a bad lap there. Oh boy. So we got a nice little battle here for 5th. Both in front and behind us here. Let's see if we can stay close and get a run into turn 1. Looks like we have.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I mean, I'd have to look at the overhead, but it looks like he moved into me and the braking. I don't think I moved my wheel at all.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
This is going to be a tough final 14 minutes here. I cannot make a mistake. Sorry for being quiet, I'm just really focusing here. He is all over me. Better run there. We beat him by a couple tenths that lap. Just trying to arc in a little bit more. I was being a little bit too shallow the lap before. See the city skyline in the back there, or at least the lights. Looks so nice coming down the hill here into the mine shaft. He's making me nervous with these really dives coming in hard on the brakes. That was the line I was looking for. Listen, the front pressures are a little high.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Man, that was close. Had to go though. This is going to get interesting here. Obviously the goal is to try and use them to our advantage, but looks like he's getting out of the way. Did he get some time though? We'll take any tenths we can get. My heart is racing. Just trying to stay cool, as consistent as we can possibly be. But they're not having that brake marker, not going too deep.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright, thanks to Bray there. Yeah, obviously could have made that a lot harder if you wanted to. Riley, help me out. If he wants to hold up Arias, I won't mind about that. But he's better than that. I know he won't do it, so. And it's the right thing to do anyway, when you're battling for position. We know full well if tables were turned, you know, he would want us to get out of the way, so we would do too. Ooh, that was close. Almost got that curb. Alright, no mistakes, gotta keep it here. Running about even on lap times. Nothing in front of us. But we've gained about 9 seconds on fourth. I don't know if he had an off or traffic or. I need to be careful with that left-hander there, because that inside curve, if you hit it right, it'll really upset your car. Alright, decent lap. We grabbed a couple more tenths on him there. A couple laps to go. Not really sure how I messed up my fuel calc like I did. I thought I was only going to have to take about the same amount. Take another 20 liters, and looks like glad I upped it a second time coming down pit lane, because we're going to need it here.
Yellow flag ahead. Charging front. Slow car ahead.
Alright, gotta be careful here.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright, we should have 2 laps to go. Unless the leaders are just miles ahead. And we have enough fuel to make it to the end. But
The driver ahead is GT3.
I'd really prefer not have to run too many more laps like this. Though I hope it's really entertaining
Yellow
for all of
flag is
you.
GT3.
It's down to a second here.
Leaders on final lap.
Alright, there we go. Back up to the 2.5, so we're just gonna have to run a decent lap. It doesn't have to be anything amazing, but don't, well, say I don't think I'll catch this car in front, but I might catch this one. That should be the only car, if any. If we do, hopefully he's nice to us. Oh dear. I didn't want to put more wheel in it and possibly lose the back end.
Yellow flag is GT2.
Yeah, he's pulling to the left here. Let's say if we catch him, hopefully we catch him here on the mine shaft. Looks like, yep. You let us go. Through cheetah for the last time. Whew! Yes, looks like we're gonna hang on to P5.
Alright, checkered flag. Good job. You did the best you could. I'll bring the
Wow. Okay, that was an intense finish there. That last 15 minutes. Whew, like I said, I hope you all got to enjoy that race, because that was close and some good racing there. A couple good battles, and more importantly, really had to put in some good laps there to hold on to that spot. So I'm really happy with that. And yeah, so round 3 P5 looks like Sherman, who was our championship rival, won, and he's really fast, and so that was going to be tricky to try and beat him anyway. But To start on paper P13 and finish P5 is great, considering we got knocked down to 23rd on lap 1 to get 5th. Totally take that. Appreciate it. That was awesome. So yeah, Camille, great race to you as well too, man. That was a blast. I really enjoyed that. So as always, thanks for watching and join us next week for round 4. Take care, everyone.